Good afternoon, everybody. How's it going? We've got It's Fireman Sam. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. 7 months. Ian of Earth. 8 months. Paisley today. How is it all hanging today? There's a little friend behind me. Wait, which way am I going here? This way. Ta-da! Thought I would break open the dividers today so you could see my yellow iMac peeking through. I have lots of color in this studio. There's blue. There's a yellow chair over there. You just can't see it. I have it for like a month. So I'm going to be... That's in the podcast, so I've already recorded from it, and I'm going to be planning to record from everything from it for the next month. But what you don't see is like... this is here. This is the arm. The VESA arm, and the monitor for my Mac Mini's there, and underneath the foot of the iMac is the Mac Mini. No, I'm going to be well behaved. I'm going to send it back. It wasn't an impulse buy, it's a review line from Apple. Came yesterday. It was supposed to come Wednesday. It got delayed a day in transit. Oh, there's a honk waiting. Oh, wrong camera. There we go. You're probably right, underscore. I couldn't do any... actually, considering it is Friday Keyboard Club. This is the keyboard. I believe Steven has bought his own. Apple make their own bonbons. So something I really noticed using this keyboard, I was trying it out a bunch yesterday. The angle of it now, like and how low down it is so different to what I'm used to. Right? Like the thickness and the angle. It is great though. I like that they've done them in colors. I mean, it probably feels the same as the original Magic Keyboard. I haven't used a Magic Keyboard for a Mac in a really long time. A friend of mine suggested putting the keyboard underneath the desk, right? Like this. So then you could just use the Touch ID under the desk. I would honestly consider that as a thing. The Touch ID is good. It's a little slower than my MacBook Pro. I've noticed that. But it's great to have Touch ID. So like the way that I've been using it is I have my Stellar 65 on that desk. I just put it here, and then I put the iMac behind it, and then when I need to authenticate, I just reach out and touch it. But if I had my own, I would probably genuinely try and do something like maybe Velcro it to the bottom of the table, and then I could just reach under and just boop. Would you like a sound test? I thought that might be kind of fun. I think the reason it's slow is because it's doing the wireless transmission. We haven't had that before. There hasn't been a Touch ID that's authenticated wirelessly like that. Okay, so there's a bit of control. This is my LCK75 with Zelio switches. Oh gosh, hold on. Let me just unplug this. Yep, the Mac is turned off. We'll see what happens. And then this is a Magic Keyboard. It's a little scratchy, huh? You know, Shajora, I saw on Reddit, somebody took apart a Magic trackpad for iPad Pro and they lubed the keys and put it back. It did sound different. So there we go. So that is the Magic Keyboard for iMac. I love that they made them in colors. Oh, I actually don't know how many keyboards I have right now. Is there a way to get the Nightbot commands to show in the on-screen chat? I guess so, right? I don't know how though. Maybe there's a way to do it. It's probably not a good idea to look into it now. He says as he now opens Streamlabs. Let me see. I genuinely don't understand how to use Streamlabs sometimes. It's so confusing. Like every time I go in to try and remember how to use it, I forget. Man, it's really hot in here today. I think I left the heating on overnight. Get my fan in a minute. It's not gonna be too hot. No, I don't know how to do it right now. I'll look into it another time. It's too confusing. I'll probably break something. All right. This is the braided lightning cable. The big one for the power cable is thick and it looks like these kinds of cables. It's nice. So Jazz, Apple are currently saying that as of right now, they're basically saying no, you can't buy them separately. I expect at some point you will be able to, but they're not saying that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they were very aware of the fact that these colored accessories are actually part of a reason to buy this machine for people. So I got some accessories, some parts. I got some new Kiwis. I got these from ILUMKB, and they said that theirs weren't affected by the issue that TKC had. So I got some of these. I love these switches. We might play around with those today. And I also got a bunch of stabilizer stuff, so some wires and different stabs in different colors. So I got some cream ones with black wires, these blue ones with gold wires, and then just some gold stab wires too. And I got a new one of these things for helping lube switches. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze. So, there's some new little pieces of equipment. Thank you, everyone. That didn't mute me? Well, I apologize. It should have. I also got a big bag of U4T switches. But this is what we're here for today. Okay. Let's start with the accessories. No doxing. So there was a slight issue with my order, which I've contacted them about. I love this packaging. So this is just a bunch of accessories and cable and things like that. I got a green back plate. I ordered a Sawyer back plate, but they sent me the iced back plate. Wait, maybe that is the Sawyer one. I can't tell. This looks like the iced one. Or is the Sawyer supposed to be clear like that? That's the Sawyer one? Whoops. I'll have to follow up and say that's not it. I thought that the Sawyer one was solid. Oh, it's a see-through back plate. Oopsies. I shouldn't send in that request now. I also got the silicone dampener. I use my built keyboards. That's what I do with them. I rotate through my boards. Use different ones at different times. At least I was nice in the email that I sent, so now I'll just be double extra nice and say, my mistake, sorry. So this is just a piece of silicone, which will change the sound of the board. So I believe, Jajora, that this is a Sequence 2 puller. I know other people that have had this keyboard. I'll get it out in a minute. We'll do it in a bit. And the new one seems to be thicker. Look at that sticker. Oh my god. Everything about their branding. So good. And I went with the Haze. Check out that packaging, is so good. This is the first keyboard in the custom scene that I've got where it actually has a manual. Tells you to lube your stabilizers. It's a lot of info. I figured they would have had a YouTube video too. Alright, so it comes with more silicone. Whoa! Modest Sahab with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. That's super kind of you. Thank you so much. So there's a plate and then the silicone. Packaging. It's relatively close to the NK65, which now in hindsight I now have 2 purple keyboards. But I would say it is a deeper purple, but it's close. This is hot swap. They only do hot swap. I had not decided what switches would go in here. My Zelios are sorted into this board. I'm not putting creams in there, jeez. I'm not a monster. We could put... These are unlubed Boba U4s. And I also have unlubed Kiwis. And then... Let me go see if I have anything else. So I found more Kiwi Switches, and I don't remember if these are lubed ones or not. So now we have another bag of Kiwi Switches. Starting to lose track. I thought that they were in the board that I built for Adina. I have U4Ts, but they're unlubed. Oh yeah, these are lubed. Perfect. We're gonna use these today. Should we read the assembly manual? I feel like we should. No, these aren't pre-lubed. I lubed these. This bag is now spelling out. These, I lubed these ones. I took these out of a different board. No, these are the new ones. These are new. These are pre-loved. Oh, so we need to make a decision straight up first. I feel like I know where we're going to go, but we'll see. So, this back plate. Alright, cool. Kate with the decimat change. It's not too bad of a time, but I'll deal with that. But we can get a poll running first. So, back plate. Purple. Soya. Or green. This is called Azure, I think. So there's a Twitch poll running right now. While I'm changing everything around, you all can let me know. Are we going to go purple, green, or soya for our back plate? The green is really pulled ahead. Looks like we're going green. 60% of the vote. All right, great. So I can put this to the side for now. And okay. All right. I guess we should start, as it suggests, by lubing our stabilizers. Now I just choose which stabilizers. So I think what would work here, I either have some smoky Durox stabs or the cream C3 equals stabs. These are V2 stabs, I believe, from Duroc. I think these will probably be the best. I'm gonna go with the Duroc stabs for this. How many do we need? Wow, heat shrink to the stabilizer wire. I've never heard of that. Two 2.25U and 1 7U. This is HHKB layout, by the way. Do I even have a 7U? I don't have a 7U gold wire. This is a 6U gold wire. Ta-da! This bag of tricks was already useful. So this layout is completely new to me. I'm not even really well, I'm actually not a 60% user either. I can imagine I'll be heavily modifying the layout in its exacts later on to try and work out what the best option is for me. Look at this, completely empty. But can still make it work. I do have more. But for stabilizers, this is actually fine. I have enough. So the often mentioned GMK Future Funk is shipping to people now. Someone in a Discord that I'm in has it. I'm showing off pictures. I haven't had any update myself, but it is real. What have we got? 100 bits. Thank you, Linkv. Hey, Alex. Thanks for joining, bud. Hope you're well. Matt, I have not got my vaccine appointment yet. So where I am in England, it is 34 and above. And I am 33. So hopefully within the next week or so, they will reduce the age again and I'll be able to make my appointment. As it stands right now, I actually hope and believe that I will get my first vaccine before Future Funk arrives. Tantalizingly close to getting that vaccine now. I will tell you, it was genuinely heartbreaking to hear that they were putting the age down to 34. Okay, I think it's safe to say that this vial of Crytox is done. So say F in the chat for the Crytox. It is completely empty now. This is useless to me. Well, maybe I could still. I'm gonna hang around because I could probably still lube the sides or something with it, but I can't get enough for the. Retract the Fs. Retract the Fs. Then we have a tinier vial. Fresh stuff. Hopefully, I will be getting my first shot sometime in June, and not too late in June either. I know people that have booked them that are a couple of years older than me that have booked them this week, and they're getting them in like the first 10 days of June, so. For me, there is an actual time limit on it. I really want to be able to go to Memphis for the Podcastathon fundraiser this year. Providing that we can do it at St. Jude. if we can, I'm going to need to be vaccinated. So I have a time limit. It seems like at the moment in the UK, we have been doing 12 weeks was the previous wait period, but now due to some changes with the variants and all that kind of stuff, they seem to be shortening that to about 8 weeks in a lot of cases. So as long as I get my first in June, I reckon I'll still be okay for September. This takes people longer because I'm not as good at interacting with the chat when I'm focused on something. I noticed that I go way more quiet than a lot of the better streamers that I watch when I'm doing stuff like this. So it takes everybody else longer to do these things because they take their time with it, where I'm like completely locked in focus wise. Whoop. Yeah, it's a music break. I think that's done. Now, where did I put the... Aha, there it is. The world's tiniest Krytox. Let me go clean my hands real quick. Bad weather in London. I got the brush set from Prototypist, but it is from Switch Keys originally. Okay, so let's go back to the instruction manual. So yeah, we did that. We're not gonna silence any keycaps. Build guide. Okay, stabilizers on the PCB. It's first. We can marvel at this packaging again. I don't want to destroy this. This sticker is too good. You kind of have to destroy it. It's like a seal of authenticity or whatever. It actually says, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I don't think the camera will get it. But it says around the edge here, this is a RAMA Works authentic product. Same for hot swap. Nice detail. The details are so good. So good. This is a Wilbur PCB. Wilbur is the PCB designer. I believe that this is modeled after Kate, one of the partners at RAMA Works. Oops. Oh boy, being clumsy today. Well, lost one of those washers. Thank you for the shirt appreciation. It's brighter in the face cam. The face cam's having some color issues in general at the moment. Yeah, not a subtle splinter today. We're gonna mix it up every now and again. Are any of you Relay FM members if you listen to any of the membership specials from today? Yep, 2.5 hours. It's a big one. I was at least originally considering releasing it in 2 parts this year because of the length. But then they kind of didn't really feel like there was a natural break. Oh gosh, a natural break point. So I decided to just go for the whole thing. But it was definitely helpful in getting the assistance from Brian Hamilton. If I wouldn't have had the help from Brian, I would have had to have released it in 2 parts because I never would have gotten it done in time. But I'm happy to just do it all in one. I think it's better that way. Because there's a good chunk of the, like the first... There's a good chunk at the start where we're kind of getting to grips with the game and stuff, so... kind of, by the time it's really flowing, we'd then break it in half, and that didn't feel right in the end. See, Wes, happy to help you. 3.5 hour board meeting seems rough. Yeah, I always very much enjoy recording with John Siracusa. He's a good person to podcast with. We get into very good debates. I enjoy it. Yeah, the Lego build of Brad got a bit stressful. I was getting a bit heated, and it's really, I tell you, it's exhausting. Those Lego builds are really exhausting emotionally. Trying to explain to someone how to build something, and they're convinced that they know they're doing it. And it's tricky. Alright, so stabilizers are in. Okay, now the plate with the silicone goes down. I'm assuming it's silicone first. Definitely smells like silicone. Kind of like it. What can I say? Maybe I'm a weirdo. Goes on like this. Nope. I don't like this. Like that. Very nice. And now... standoffs and standoff screws. Alright, so now we're going to open this part up. Got another RAMA cable. I think that might be the part that I need now. So someone wanted me to check this out, right? Oh, this is significantly upgraded. It's heavier. I can feel the weight difference. They've removed the cuts. All right, so this is the old RAMA puller, and this is the new one. So this is A110A and this is A110B. From a construction standpoint, this is nice in that I like the light printing, and this is much more heavily engraved. You can kind of see the laser burns on it, I think. However, this is way heavier than this. But the key thing here, there's two parts. One, these holes at the bottom would cause these to bend. Plus, this is really thin, and you can see there is a significant thickness difference between these. But what I'll say is this is nicer looking than this one. But now I will have both of these on my desk. Like little buddies. There they are. Yeah, and this is a great little Ziploc bag. I'm assuming this is the part that I need right now. I need more trays. Okay, I'm not going to use this tool. Although this, again, God, RAMA, this is the best. Look, you even get a custom branded torque wrench, or hex wrench, whatever you'd call it. Not torque wrench. Super nice. Whatever it's called. I know I've given it the wrong name, but super nice. Oh, no, I have to use that. This is a different... Or do I have one here? Oh, no, I got one that works. Okay, standoff time. So the standoffs... Where are they going here? Are they going on these holes? Wait, am I putting these in between before? Oh, I see. It's just the silicone part for now. Let me just skip ahead. I think. Yeah, okay. Just the silicone part for now. So you drop these in. Now it makes more sense how you get the standoffs in place. They've got the little holes in here. Huh. Hold on. That can't be right. Oh, interesting. This did magnet will go in the bags that I was expecting it to be in. Whoops, sorry. Just popping ahead now. Sid with the 6 months, thank you so much. No, I think it is supposed to be this part. Well, that's happening right now is I'm trying to work something out. That's what you've missed, Ian. I don't understand how these are... Oh no. Uh-oh. I just dropped the tiniest of screws. Oh dear. Well. BRB. The problem is I have a dark carpet, which in hindsight was a very bad idea. But I wasn't, when I got this carpet, I wasn't expecting to be doing all of this stuff. But this is bad because that screw is absolutely minuscule and this carpet is relatively plush. If you're just joining us, I'm under the desk. Found it. That was not easy, but we did it. For you, Chi. All right. Now going back to this, I'm a little confused about something. I'm just double checking because the issue that I'm having is it doesn't even feel like the screw makes it through far enough on the PCB. So got these four. Maybe I'm not using the right screws, gang. They were just in the bag, so because they were in the bag with the other ones, I just assumed they were all the same. So we've got I really do feel like I'm being a little silly today. Like there's something I'm missing. So I have Thank you, Sam, for the tier 1 sub. I just don't feel like I have the screws that they're suggesting I'll have. Have I missed something somewhere? The instructions are misleading. You had the same issue building yours? Okay. We got a YouTube video. I'm watching the YouTube video now. This is not working the way that I would expect it to. Yeah, I'm gonna just I'm just going to do this the way that it seems logical to me, and if it doesn't work out this way, we can just come back to it later on. Because basically, these tiny screws, which I think are the ones that I believe I should be, these do not even go through the PCB. So I have decided to just use these larger ones for now, and we'll see if that works. I'm expecting maybe these ones will go on the other side, and I just wasn't reading it right or something. Yeah. Okay, I was just... The screws weren't... It wasn't completely clear what screws I was supposed to be using, and it just turns out that I was using the wrong ones in the wrong place. Never mind. Apologies for the diversion. I should have just gone with my gut. I don't know what keycaps to use on this board. Don't have Future Funk would have been perfect, but and I was hoping I would have it by this point so I could use it. I can tell you. I'll open my Notion database. I ordered my RAMA car on November 14th. Which, can't believe it was that long ago. It doesn't feel like it was that long ago. The build guide actually recommends putting the keycaps on before putting the plate and PCB into the board, which is intriguing. What do we think about GMK camping? Without the brown, just the green and white. Oh, it's like creamy color. I didn't see that discussion because I'm bad at looking at chat sometimes. I don't want to use milkshake. I would actually quite like to use a GMK set on here. I know, Ian. I'm just missed it. I think I'm feeling camping. It does mean we'll need to also decide on what then goes on the thing 6.5. Though I may retire, or rest I should say, that board for a bit. Oh, let me do a PCB test real quick. I haven't ordered ePBT origami yet, but I'm thinking about it for sure. It's on the list of things I want to check out. There we go. I don't know why it's flashing like this. Now we can use the new Switchboard. Great. Man, I have no idea what this layout is supposed to look like. I need to try and find an image. Yeah, HHKB. What? There's a backslash up there? Okay. I'm looking at an image on the RAMA page. So it's delete up top and then backspace here? Interesting. I have no idea if I have the like a R2 backspace. Yeah, I'll have those in the set. Okay. Wow. New things. I'm really intrigued to hear how this thing's gonna sound. I ordered my car in November. I think I said earlier it was like November 17th or something like that. I feel like I was pretty late. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a combination of time and maybe what they have available color-wise to ship at any one time. Function goes here. Okay. Okay, let me go get the rest. I got the wrong. It's the wrong one, huh? Okay, I'll fix that in a minute. This is a wild layout. A little brush. Look at that. I feel like I've never noticed this control key before. Oh, there it is. Look at that. I feel like I've never seen that key either. want to speak too soon, but I think this keyboard's going to sound really nice. Alright, so what am I looking for here? So I guess we're going to have to go Alt, which I don't like, but that's just that. And then we've got a function over here. Not entirely sure then what to put. So I could put... That's not going to make sense if they all just say Alt. Super. What I want is 1.5 super. But it's not happening. Just be all Alt. Which would be funny. Just Alt everywhere. Oops, all Alt. Alright, I'm gonna go with this for now. Because I don't really fully know how I would want to lay this keyboard out. So we're just going to go with this for the time being, and the time is now. I understand how a 60% works. I assume it's like function, and then somewhere in here is the up, down, left, right, but I might change it for whatever I want. I might go like up, left, right, down, or something. I'll work that out. Not an HHKB, where they go... Oh, it's like up here. open bracket. Seems like HHKB's special about a lot of things. So it's this, like this, these ones, up, down, left, right. I actually think I could get used to that. Well, I'll see. I want to try it out because it does look beautiful. Just, I like this look. I wish I had a green spacebar now, though, honestly. All right, so, okay. I need to take this apart now. I'm gonna, at this point, I will add the green in, I think. Whoa. Okay, well. That doesn't want to go anywhere. There you go. The Allen key helps give it a bit of leverage. You can tell this has been tightened by a machine, probably. I just want to stop again and appreciate that you might, again, this is probably impossible to see, but RAMA make their own screws too. So it's got markings on it. Just appreciate that big time. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show you kind of like what you could have won, you know? So this is what this piece looks like together. This is the Sawyer. Thank you for the reminder to stretch. Gross. It repulses you. What I need to try and find for this board is GMK DMG. Because then I can go all Game Boy themed. I don't want the Infinite Key version if they do it. Well, unless I have another Infinite Key set coming, Infinite Key Comfy, which is apparently a set after they actually started prototyping things, is my understanding. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, now you're not sure if these go together, huh? To be honest, to match this set, this probably would have gone better anyway. We're gonna stay strong. Oh, I have to take the back plate off again. Never mind. The back plate actually needs to come off to put the plate in. What subscription am I currently paying for that I'm most ashamed of? I don't think I'm ashamed of anything. I think probably the only thing for me, I'm sure I have some like superfluous things that I pay for that I don't need to pay for but keep forgetting to cancel. No, I'm sure there's something. I'll think about that. That's a pretty decent question. Okay, so this back plate actually helps with the mounting itself. Very intriguing. I mean, I pay for a ton of domains, but I don't really consider a domain a subscription. There are some things that I pay more for out of laziness. Oh, Hey is a good one, because I'm on a yearly plan with that. Let me put the dampener on here. this goes in like this. Touch this. I just think it might be easier if I unplug this. There we go. I think it would be too tricky with this board to try and do something with the wire because of the way you kind of put it together. Just double check that this still turns on before I close it up. Yep. That doesn't seem right. It's like bulging out. Yeah. The screw isn't flush, yeah, but I hadn't screwed it all in the whole way yet, but that one didn't seem right. Right, yeah, I bet the cable and the mute mount aren't working well together. Yeah, that looks like that's the case. That's it. That was it. It was the mute mount and the cable were not getting on well. With the way that the mount is made, the mute mount, you can basically orient the cable around it, but you have to make sure you've done that or it won't close properly. Okay. That is it. So this is the RAMA and the Haze colorway with an Azure backplate and GMK camping. Probably time to start the predictions for a typing test. I have one other keycap suggestion potentially, which is not this one, which is this, the sushi keycaps that I have on this RAMA. Like a blue and pink. I don't know. They do want to change these keycaps out for something. We would do that to finish out today anyway. That will be the last thing we do today. That looks great. Let's do, while we're waiting for the predictions to come in, we can do some. So this is a RAMA with the mute mount inside, with TKC Kiwi Switches, lubed with Crytox 205 grade 0. This is a 58A, sure, I think. Make horrible noises now as I check that. Yeah, a Shure Beta 58A. The predictions in. What are we looking at? 72% say, is that less than? It might not be wrong today, honestly. All right. Oh, gotta plug it in first. This cable, you can kind of see it's a little bit more recessed, the USB port. So on some keyboards, it doesn't work very well. Not the greatest, like. And whoa, sorry. Gah. I got in just in time. Gah. You know what? It's the delete. The delete and backspace is freaking me out. Ah. Yeah, I just can't make any mistakes. Oh no. Yes. Get it. Doubters. What you gotta say now, huh? What did it say now, huh? Take that. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. Yeah, let's do another prediction. Prediction running. Oh, no, come on. Why you gotta change it? 75 now? I don't like that. I don't like like that. Make sure you get your bets in. This layout's so weird. I was pretty consistent on that last run. Thank you, Tim. I trust your taste. Oh, there's a lot of points in the pool this time. Oh, that's a lot, huh? I don't know how I feel about this. So we have what? Is that 78% believe I'm going to do over 75? Now you see, now you're getting yourselves too excited. So this is the thing, right? Like, and then people say, "Oh, don't worry." Like, it's not my points. You know, I never promised anything. If anything, I told you not to do it. I don't feel the pressure for the people making their bets. You know, that's your bet. Yeah, I am not sure about this. This looks good, but it doesn't really match, right? That ain't it. Oh, desk mat change before we start the type in test. Let's just hope that the cyber mat wasn't my lucky charm for all of you believers out there. This has made the white balance on the camera go bananas. Okay, microphone back in. Let's do this thing. Yeah, I need to look into stuff with the camera more. I'll look into that another day. take it. There you go. Told you. What did I say? I told you. I said that I thought 75 was too high. And now look what's happened. I'm not the one who makes these decisions. I felt like that was too high. Matt's had enough. Matt wants a new keyboard in here. Okay, actually, I did want to, before we finish up today, I want to put some new keycaps on this, because I want to use it. In the upcoming week. But I'm not sure what we're going to put on here. For anybody that knows what I have, want to make any recommendations? I got a new Apple TV today. Zaxor0, thank you for the Prime sub. I haven't set it up yet. I opened it up to look at the box, to look at the remote. And Adina got her new iPad as well, which I'm sure she is spending time setting up and playing around with right now. I might do another typing test, yeah, but we haven't decided on the keycaps yet. Not sure what options I want to go with. Camping. We just move camping from one board to another, backwards and forwards forever. Oh, I just realized something. I've taken all these caps off because I'm used to just putting them all in a bag, but the box for these sets is nice. So I kept them in the box. I don't think I'm gonna do it. Thanks, Doc. I think I'm just gonna be lazy today and put them in a bag, and then I can put them in the box later on. Okay, so considering keycaps, some potentials, we could take bleached off of the LCK75, put that on here, which could be interesting. We could go to tried and true GMK Olivia. We could do, I could do PBT Japanese Grey. I just had Aether on a board. I don't really think I would put Aether on the white RAMA. You know, it feels like a dark board to me. I had Japanese Grey on something, but I don't remember what. Let me get a couple of the contenders. Yeah, 8008. I have it at home. It's on my NK65 at home, I'm afraid. So we can go with bleached. Japanese Grey. Alright, okay. Or we can do bleached, Japanese Grey, Islander, or Aether. No, what this is public. The sub legends are grey. So black, grey. So the poll's running now. Bleached, Aether, Japanese Grey, or PBT Islander. I decided to just leave Olivia on the GMK Pro for now. I feel like I put Olivia on stuff enough, but this is what that looks like, by the way. I don't think I ever showed this on stream. Aether. Alright, this is a good pairing. I don't think I want to break them up right now. Okay. Japanese grey is pulling away. Oh, it's very close right now. Oh, we got a neck and neck between Japanese grey and Islander. Okay, so we ended up with a neck and neck. I am going to say that the tie goes to me, and I am choosing Japanese grey. Nah, I'm just going to do the one. It's already begun. There was never a claim for democracy. Actually, I want to give this a bit of a clean out. This was such a great thing that I bought. It's like just in case anybody's interested in the brand, it just blows air out. Rather than using those compressed air cans, sometimes the attachment flies off though. I could get swole moving this board. A serious weight. How heavy is the RAMA U80? Do you know, Ian? I bet Ian knows. Bet Ian just knows. Told you, 7 pounds. He knew. He knew immediately. I know exactly why Ian knows as well. Because Ian can't wait for his. So he's been looking at the product page a bunch, I bet. 3 kilograms. I knew it. I would be in the same boat. Ooh. Oopsies. Kara sounds great. I like it a lot. It's really nice. But the layout, I'm going to need to get used to. And I need to change, either change this to the Sawyer one or change the keycaps. It's this over here. And then arrows. So I'll work on that. Because I love this look. It looks so good. I've completely forgotten which way around this goes. This will do. Every keycap set looks good on this Milky Way tea. Just all of them, all the keycap sets. Do a prediction. Prediction time. We're going to do one last typing test today before we wrap up the stream. I'll do some tidying. Predictions time. Is it still 75? Yep. I want to hear how this thing sounds. Yeah, the Mac's great. You see it behind me. Wait, there it is. There's the iMac. Yellow iMac. Be talking about that on Upgrade on Monday. These two RAMA keyboards here. Very different. But you can see the family resemblances. So what have we got? 68% believers, 32% no, it's 68% non-believers, 32% believers. Oh, I was reading it poorly. Sorry. 68% believes, 32% do not believe. All right. You can all see that. Ugh. Blech. God. Ew, what's happened? See? I can't be trusted. You should never think that I've gotten that much better. This is why I objected to the 75. I objected to that, and now you know why. Ugh. Well, everybody, thank you for spending some of your Friday with me. I appreciate all of you. I may have just run out of steam, honestly. May have been more of the issue. I hope that you all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for helping me build this beauty. I actually have some keycaps on the way that I think are going to suit this colorway. A couple of sets actually that will suit this colorway, so we'll stay as we are for now. But I need to definitely spend more time getting to grips with that. Have a great weekend, everybody. I hope you enjoy the podcasts. I don't follow. There's nobody that I follow is online now to raid, so I think we might skip that today. But thanks for hanging out, everyone, and I'll catch you next week.